So now we're going to do the QSO with a worksheet, and this time it's going to work. The question is, what is the difference between a 3D shape and a 2D shape? So show me your fist if you know the answer between the difference of a 2D shape and 3D shape. Show me an open palm if you don't know the difference between a 2D shape and a 3D shape. I will pause. Okay, now we're going to fill in these blanks with your group. So this is blank 1 is A and blank 2 is B. So what word fills in blank A? Talk to your group and find out. What group fills in blank B? Talk to your group and find out. The whole sentence says the shapes that are flat are blank and the shapes that seem to come off the page are blank. So you're going to use the words 3D and 2D. So with your group, you need to figure out which goes in which blank. And then you're going to, I'll pause. Okay, finally, instead of calling on someone, you're going to write your answer right here with the blanks filled in the right way. Today we're going to talk about volume. This is not the volume of your music. Sometimes when I'm in a really good mood, I'll say you can listen to music, but keep the volume low. That means how loud your music is. This volume is about the size of a 3D object. The size of a 3D object. So the main ideas that we're going to talk about are area, base, and height. Now, this is really difficult because I've even taught super advanced high school kids about this, and they have trouble with it because we're going to be using some words twice to have two different meanings. So that's why we're doing a frame for this one. First, we're going to talk about area. So area is when we have our figure, like a rectangle right there, and let's say its sides are 8 by 7. How do we find the area of that rectangle that's 8 by 7? I'm going to pause. To find the area of a rectangle that's 8 by 7, we do 8 times 7, and we get 56. So that's our area of a rectangle. Now we're going to talk about base. And base is basically part of a 3D figure. So let's say I'm going to draw a prism, and we're going to say that this is a loaf of bread. So the base of the prism is right here. It's 8 by 7. And this space in here is the base of the prism. It's the top or the front. Right now it's the front because of the way that we are drawing it, but that is called the base. Who could tell me the area of the base of this prism? I will pause. The area of this base of this prism is 8 times 7, which is 56. Finally, we're going to talk about the height. So we've got our loaf of bread, and the first slice of bread is the base, and that's 8 by 7. Then we draw the dimensions of it to make it 3D. And this is the base, which is our first slice of bread. And how much was the base? What was the area of the base? I'll pause. The area of the base was 56. Now the last dimension we're going to talk about, this is called a 3D figure, so it needs 3 dimensions. It's got 8 by 7, and the third dimension is how long. The third dimension is how far it is from one base of the bread to the other base. So it's this line here, and we're going to say that that is 20 for our loaf of bread. So to find the volume of our loaf of bread, we're going to multiply the base times the height, or the distance between the two bases. So what two numbers are we going to multiply to find the volume of this prism? I will pause. The two numbers we multiply to find the volume of the prism are, sorry about that. The two numbers we multiply to find the volume of the prism are the area of the base and in this case, what's the area of the base? I will pause. It's 56, and we're going to multiply that by we're going to call it the height, but it's really the line between the bases, the line between the base. And how far is the line between the bases? I will pause. It is 20. So what is the volume of this prism? I will pause. The volume of this prism, when we do the area of the base, which is 56, times the distance between the bases, which is 20, when we do 56 times 20, we get 1,120. And let's circle that. And that is our whole frame right there, area, base, and height.